Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. जय जय श्री गांधर की गिरिधर चैतन्य महाप्रभु की सर्वज्ञ विनाश लक्ष्मी नरसिंहदेव भगवान की भक्त शिरोमणि भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज की पतित पावन श्री प्रभुपाद की जय गौ प्रेमानंद हरि हरि हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. Welcome you all to the session 18. Today we'll learn about chapter 17. This is about the divisions of faith. Here Krishna explains about to the Arjuna's question, what will happen to the devotees who are not following the scriptures and doing the worship in their own way. And also we'll learn about charity and many other things. Prabhuji will explain in detail. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So once again, welcome to all. And today is the chapter 17th chapter, another very, very important chapter, where in this 3 modes, Krishna is saying in more depth in this chapter, the division of faith. Okay, so let us start with prayers. Mangalachan prayers. Please fold your hands and hand along. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmaditam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swaminiti Namini Nama Acharya Padaya Nidakripavadaya Gauragatadamadaya Nagaragaramat Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girimitri Mande Shri Guru Dinatayanam Paramanandam Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Vishnu. As usual, we'll show our gratitude, thanks, and prostrate obeisances to His Divine Grace Abhicharana Aravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who is the founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, who is very mercifully, he has sacrificed his whole life for our sake. Just because of him, today we are able to understand such a transcendental. Otherwise, it's unknown. It's only great scholars can read or understand this, not like ordinary people. Okay. In yesterday's chapter, what did we understand? 16th chapter, most important, Devasura Sampada Yoga. Who is a demon and who is a divine? It's very clear in the simple stories we understood. A person who understands, I am this body, is a demon. That's it. Don't think demons means he'll be having 2 horns, he'll be something very wildly, nothing like that. Person who thinks that I am this body and tries to satisfy the body with the senses, he is a demon. And a person who thinks that I am a soul and acts accordingly is divine. So it's very clear. And Krishna gives 26 qualities for this and 6 qualities for the demons. Then other aspects. So how to come out of this by ABCD formula? How to apply that? Yesterday we saw. And the demons, what about their beliefs, attitude, characteristics, and qualities? How they are. How whatever they do in their life, they get degraded by this demonic. That's why we are also suffering. We are also demons. So we do many things, but we suffer. We wanted to be happy. Materially, we do so much of endeavor, be happy, but still we are struggling in this because we are not taking the right path. Once you come to the right path and engage according to the Bhagavad Gita, that is soul. In the soul platform, when we start doing it, automatically we'll be able to see the bliss. Then removal of demonic qualities. So we saw the three gates for the hell, that is Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha. That is lust, anger, and greed. Three gates. So how to escape from that? Just follow Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says it's very clear. Without scriptures, if you are doing anything whimsically, also it will bind you. Even you are doing something, chanting, you are doing sahasranama, you are doing that, you are doing this, many things, and you are fasting on different days. Tuesday say fast, Thursday say fast. So many things, unwanted things we do in our life. Everything is a bondage because we are developing our ego. We are not developing any love towards the Lord. Rather than that, we are developing ego and envious, thinking that I am great, I am doing so many things, not coming to the real purpose of life. So many things we learned in studies. A person who follows scriptures is a divine. A person who never follows scriptures will be a demon. And now I'm passionate. There are many questions where Arjuna is asking in this chapter. Let us see. So how the chapter begins. Before that, so how does we see this chapter? In four divisions, that is faith, austerities, charity, and enjoyer of everything. As I said previously, every day I start with a story. And this for the last 4 days, I said, it is even not related to the chapter, but I'll be saying something about the devotees, where we'll get the qualities, how I should develop in my life, how to be a devotee, what are the main qualities, that how where the devotees are just reading and going, even hearing and seeing the pastimes of the devotees. Okay, so this is also same, it's a continuation of the pastime, I can say. We had discussed about Kuratalvar, and we came to know how great devotee he was. Today we can see his sacrifice, how he sacrificed his life for his spiritual master. So here, one day what happened, there was a king by name Kulatungar. He was a great demon. He was actually Shiva Bhakta, as we saw yesterday also. Demons follow their own path. What is my path is the ultimate path. He needs everyone to follow his path. That is the quality of a demon. They never bothered whether it is according to scriptures or what. So he was a Shiva Bhakta. So he wanted everyone to make Shiva Bhakta. And he wants to make that the great Lord is Shiva. So everyone should accept it. So Vaishnavas, they were not accepting that. He used to give them, he used to trouble them, punish them, many things like that. And he was having this, what I can say, the ultimate Talagari or everyone should come and saying that Shiva is supreme. So this was going on and on and on. And this Kuratalva's disciple, his name was Chaturgram. So he wants to take a little bit dear to king. So he went to the king and he said, you are doing with every individual Vaishnavas. It's a very problematic for you, difficult for you. But why can't you go and attack Ramanujacharya? He's having thousands of disciples who are all Vaishnavas. Once you transform, change this Ramanujacharya, all his disciples will become Shaivets. They'll be able to accept Shiva as the supreme. Oh, such a good plan. Then he sent his soldiers to attack Ramanujacharya and bring him. This message reached Kurathanva. So they disguised, so they sent Ramanujacharya. See, when some acharyas come to a new place, that place also becomes a dham. During that time, Ramanujacharya came to Melkote. Melkote was not a dham. And after Ramanujacharya came, now Melkote is a dham. Lord is residing. Lord never resides in every place, When there is pure devotees, he resides with them. So Melkote became a very big dham, religious place, pilgrimage place after Ramanuja came. Okay, that's a different story. Then he sent Ramanujacharya and he disguised himself as Ramanujacharya. And his spiritual master, Ramanujacharya's spiritual master, Mahapurna, he disguised himself as a disciple of Ramanujacharya, as Guru Talvar. When the soldiers came, they just saw, then because they heard about Ramanujacharya, but nobody has seen him. So he said, I am Ramanujacharya, because he was in saffron dress. So they took him under custody. They went to the kingdom. And Kuratalvar was punished. He was requested to sign that. He said no. But meanwhile, what he did, in that paper itself, he wrote, The Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is great. He wrote and signed there. Then there was a great moral little part what happened. How all he used to punish them. Horribly used to punish. And finally a red hot iron rod was burnt red hot and it just pierced the eyes. Puratalo and Mahap, both. They made blind. Even then he did not accept. And finally, he ordered that to be thrown them in the forest, in the midst of the forest. So they brought him, they threw in the forest. And from there, they started going towards their place. Meanwhile, in the forest, what happened? Mahapurna was very old. He thought of giving up his body. So Kurathalva said, wait for a while, let us go to Sri Rangam. There you can give up. Kanchipurna, somewhere you can go there and give your life. He said, no. I want to give a message to the world that not that whoever leaves his body in Dham only can go to the Godhead. Anywhere you go, leave your body. If you are a devotee, you can go back to Godhead. I want to give that message, so I'll leave my body in this forest. Left his body. Then it was Kurathalvar, somehow the other event. So he went to the Lord. He was serving the Lord there. Varadaraj. I hope you have heard about this name, because once in 40 years, Varadaraj comes out and many things. So Varadaraj, the name of the Lord itself is Varada. Varada means Lord, who gives always the boon. So Varadaraj, king of giving boons, who was serving him. Lord was very pleased. Beautiful songs he used to sing. Then Lord daily used to come and ask, please ask any boon. Because Lord wants to give the eyesight to this Kurathalvar. He is asking, what boon you want? You please ask. What did you ask him? He asked, my disciple Chaturgram. Was he? He was the person who went to the king and showed that you have to take Ramanuja in custody to become dear to the king. He did that. And now here Kurathalvar, his spiritual master, is saying to the Lord, my disciple Chaturgram is in ignorance. He committed a great offense, Acharya, but please forgive him. Please forgive him and liberate him. Lord was so pleased to hear this. He said, my dear disciple, definitely, devotee, that's the quality of a devotee. Lord said, yes, okay, I'll do that. Then he gave the boon to Chaturanga. The next day, once again, he was singing and Lord got pleased and he came, my dear Kurathalvar, please ask whatever you need. Any boon I'm ready to give to you. And meanwhile, this went on for a long time. Meanwhile, this Kulatungar was the king. He got a disease, such a horrible disease. The whole body was with wound. And from the wound, the worms used to come out. Horrible means horrible. He was suffering like anything. And finally, here Kurathalvar, he requested the Lord. This Kulatungar is the king, but he is also ignorant. In ignorance, he just made all the Vaishnavas to suffer. But please, my dear Lord, forgive him. Forgive and give him also liberation. Actually, Padma Purana says, Lord says there, a person who offends me for millions of times. How many? Millions of times if somebody offends me, and finally he comes with a lotus flower and offers to my lotus feet, I'll forgive him. But a person who offends my devotees even once, and if he comes with millions of lotus and offers to my lotus feet also, I'll never ever forgive him. So now Kurathalvar is requesting, that is my request, you please forgive Kulatunga Raja. And this message went on to all the places. Meanwhile, Ramanujacharya became very angry on Kurathalvar. He came and chastised Kurathalvar like left and right. What do you think of yourself? Lord is coming every day. He wants to give you the eyesight, but still you're asking many other things to liberate Chaturgram and Kulatunga, all this. Now I am ordering. Your body belongs to me. I am ordering you that tomorrow if Lord asks, you should ask for the eyesight. And Kurathalvar was so happy to hear that my spiritual master has accepted me. See, such great qualities they have, and still they have doubtful that my spiritual master may not accept me because I am the most fallen. He thought, oh, I'm so happy that my spiritual master has accepted. And the next day, the Lord, once again, he requested, my dear Kurattalvar, what boon you need? Then Kurattalvar said, my dear Lord, my spiritual master has ordered me to have the eyesight. I don't have any desire. He has ordered me to ask for the eyesight, but I need a special eyesight that I should be able to see you and my spiritual master. Special eyesight where he can see only the spiritual master and the Lord. He was not seeing all these dirty things in this material world. Pure devotees are least bothered, or they are not at all interested to enjoy this material world. Only when we come to that platform, just in seconds, we'll get liberated and we'll go to back to spiritual. If we have interest in this material world, we may. So in this pastime, you can see so many things, the great qualities of Kurattalvar, devotee. So claiming ourselves as a devotee, definitely we should have all these qualities. Okay, let us go further. And today's in acronym FACE, face. It's faith, austerity, charity, and a joy of everything. So here Arjuna is asking, as I was saying, with compassion. Oh my God, if they don't follow scriptures, they'll become demons. He's asking, what would happen to them? The person who is not following scriptures and is doing according to his own faith or according to his own mood, what happens to him? Arjuna vacha ye shastravidim dutshrujyam yajante shraddhayanvitaha tesham nishtatu ka Krishna sattvam maho rajastamaha. Arjuna inquired, oh Krishna, what is the situation of those who do not follow the principles of scripture but worship according to their own imagination? Are they in goodness, in passion, or in ignorance? You also do the same thing. No? So many days we are thinking, what is the need of Bhagavad Gita? I can lead my life anyhow. I'll do daily puja, daily ringing bell, and I do so much of puja. No? We are all very spiritual persons. Many of them, I'll approach them though. So we are all very spiritual. Every day without puja, we don't do. We do all. But whimsically doing also is demonic. Even Ravana, Kumbhakarna, all others, they all did the same thing. So it is all demons. Okay. So here, now Krishna will answer. He's asking what happens to them. Because we have these three modes. That is goodness, passion, ignorance, sattva-guna, rajoguna, and tamoguna. What happens to them if they don't follow scriptures? And Krishna says, Krishna's reply, if one does not follow the Vedas, one will follow the natural instincts which will be in goodness, passion, or ignorance. In whatever mood he is, whichever the mood is prominent, he goes towards that. If he is a sattva-guni, he just goes accordingly. If he is a tamoguni, he goes accordingly. He will do something whimsically, he'll start praying for himself. And we'll see here in three gunas how they worship. And you know this? Every family, or it's never matters who is the father, who is the mother, what mode he is. Yesterday also, sorry, in the 14th chapter also you see, every category, even a thief, there are three gunas. Here you can see, this is Ravana's family. Vishrava was the father and Kaikasi was the mother. But you can see there are many other kids also, siblings. But still you can see here, the three children. They were in Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna. You know this? Vibhishana, Ravana, and Kumbhakarna. Kumbhakarna was Tamoguna. We can just see here what the Tamoguna or the ignorant persons will always do. What was he doing? He was just sleeping for 6 months. And when he wakes up, finished. He used to finish half of the kingdom, eat everyone, and once again go to sleep. Fill his stomach, sleep. Fill his stomach, sleep. Lethargic, lazy. This is how, if a person is in Tamoguna, his life will be something like. And what is Ravana? Passionate. He needs to possess the whole world. He tortures everyone for his sense gratification. We can see in many of our families also, there will be such kind of people. Whereas a person is tortures his wife, his children, everyone, only for his sense enjoyment. He's least bothered how they are feeling for his reactions or for his attitudes. Least bothered about it. He wants to be happy. That is it. These are small demons. When they become big demons, they'll become like Ravana and Hiranyakashipu, this, where they torture the whole world. All the three worlds they start torturing because they want to be happy. When Ravana was there, all the devatas were under him. Just by seeing his eyesight, even the Indra was just shivering. That was the power of Ravana also. So when the passionate people, and see, if we are passionate, we think, oh, it's okay. No, demons means always demon. We are thinking we are small demons, but very quickly will grow to a big demon. They, other than sense gratification, they don't have anything else. They are the center. Actually, we are all somewhere in the same thing. I am in center. I should be satisfied. Once what happened? See, just small pastime. Ravana was doing tapasya. He was meditating on Lord Shiva. Who is Lord Shiva? The Lord, Supreme Lord, he is worshipping him for boons. What happens here? He was doing a great tapasya, very austere tapasya was doing. And finally, Shiva was pleased. He came with Mother Parvati. Both of them came to give some boon to this Ravana. As soon as Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati came, he opened his eyes, he gave obeisances, everything. Then finally he saw next to him Mother Parvati. Shiva asked, what boon you need? Seeing Parvati so beautiful, what he asked, your wife is very beautiful, give her to me. This is demon. They don't have any concept of motherly care. No mother, no sister, no daughter, nothing. Only sense gratification. Then what did Lord Shiva did? Yes, carry on. That is the character of Lord Shiva. That's why all the demons you see, in any pastime you see, all the demons worship Lord Shiva. No one will go to Vishnu. Vishnu, even for us, he'll not give. You ask anything, he'll not give anything. He'll ask whichever progresses your life, how we can come back to the spiritual world, only that he will give. Other than that, you ask for something. You need to drink, you think. You will keep on asking Vishnu. I need 1 lakh for drinking something. A drunkard, if he worships, he'll not give. Then finally, if you ask him, he'll say, you earn 100 rupees, you drink for 80 rupees. If I give 1 lakh, what happens? You drink everything, you die for 1 day, so I'll not give you. But if you go to other gods, they easily give. And Lord Shiva is Ashutosh. Nothing, even, about Bhasmasura? Somebody asked, I want to keep on everyone's head, so they should become to ash, turn to ash. Lord said, okay. And what happened? That demon came behind Shiva, that I'll keep on your head and I'll check whether this works. So that is the demonic character, and Shiva is so compassionate. He is known as Bhutapati, Lord of Bhutas. Nobody takes care of Bhutas, Nobody takes care of these goblins and ghosts, everyone. It is Lord Shiva who takes care. That's why he is in the graveyard, plays the ashes, and such a compassionate. So what happens? This person asked for the wife and he sent his wife also. And he somehow, Mother Parvati in a cunning way, she just went back. And then he got hold of, was that Mandodari? He thought she to be Parvati and finally got married. Something it goes, is a big pastime there. So I'm saying the character of a demon, but a devotee. A person who's in Sattva, it is Vibhishana. You can see this Vibhishana. He was under Ravana, a great demon. He was a great devotee. And see, yesterday also I was saying about ABCD. Association is more important. But where will he get association in what a kingdom of demons? So he created his own association, that is Ramana, the name of the holy name of Lord Ramachandra. In every wall, in his, what I can say, room, he started writing Ram, 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 Ram. And this message went to Ravana. Then he came, what? My kingdom, my brother, chanting the name of my enemy. Let's see today what I'll do. He came with the sword. You can see how he's coming. With 10 heads with a big sword, he came. Let me chop off the head of this Vibhishana. He came there. To his surprise, he saw a whole room writing as Ram, 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 Ram. He came in angry, this thing, and he said, how dare are you staying in my kingdom and chanting the holy name or the holy name of my enemy? So he came to cut off his throat. Then he said, my dear brother, who said that? I'm always chanting your name. My name. How's that? I can see all the walls. Said Ram. Ram means Ravana. Ma means Mandodari. I am chanting both your husband, wife number, names. I am just glorifying you both. Oh, is it? Oh, I was not knowing about this. Very good. You daily chant Ram, is that independent? So actually, sometimes devotees say, this is a lie. No. No. Yesterday also we discussed something. What is a lie? It is truth. You say everything, whatever you have seen, whatever, that is not truth. When he said this, we consider as lie, but it is not lie. It is absolute truth. Not only truth, it's absolute truth. To be in Krishna consciousness is something saying means it is truth. Because he's speaking something about the relationship with the Lord and the Super Soul. To protect that relationship, he's saying something, it's absolute truth. And finally, when he got the opportunity to leave this thing, Ravana, he left Ravana, he went to Lord Ramachandra. Okay, so here you can see in same family, all the three, Satyaguna, Rajaguna. Okay, the simple understanding, I'll say here you can see 4 colors today. What is this 4 colors? Beyond these 3 gunas, there is one more thing, that is Shuddha Sattva. Actually, we are all in Shuddha Sattva. We don't have any gunas. Gunas is material, which is the coverings of us. A simple example. Have you all seen tube light? There's a tube light in your house. In which color it is? White. For example, you take a yellow paper, something, wrap onto it. Then what the light comes in? Yellow color. Take a red cover or something paper, wrap onto the tube light, it becomes red. You take a blue one, it becomes blue. Very simple. But it is naturally white. So we are all Shuddha Sattva, pure soul. We are wrapped up with this many colors, that is the 3 colors. So we behave accordingly. When we are with red, we passionately we act. When we are in blue or black, it is actually. When we are in black, we actually behave as tamogunis or ignorance. And when we are somewhere in yellow-ish, it is Sattva. Now we can see the lifestyle in 3 modes. Faith and worship, food, sacrifice, conduct, speech, mind, control. All the matters, how this 3 gunas influence us. Okay. Faith and worship. Yajante satvika devan yaksha raksha sirajasaha pretan bhuta ganam chanye yajante tamasa ganaha. Men in the mode of goodness worship the demigods. See, one after the other. A person who is in Sattva, he worships demigods, he worships devatas. And what about Krishna? Worshipping Krishna is Shuddha Sattva. That is the relationship, that is an eternal thing. It takes many lifetimes to come to that. Bhunam janmanamati jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti sa mahatma sudurlabha. It is so difficult to understand who is the Supreme Lord. Then come to him and worship. It is in Padma Purana, somewhere it is said, you take 1,000 jalmas worshipping Vishnu. Later part, you come to Krishna Bhakti. If we are all coming to Krishna Bhakti, means somewhere 1,000 lifetimes we have worshipped Vishnu. Before that, many lifetimes we have worshipped all the devatas. Somewhere, somehow, this is Sattva person who worships devatas. And a person who is in Rajaguna, and those in the mode of ignorance worship, those in the mode of passion worship the demons. Who are in passion, they worship demons. What is demons, you know? Already we know, but still don't get confused. Don't think in other imagination that, oh, demon means a person with big horns or big cruel thing. Nothing like that. Worshipping a person who is thinking this body is everything. When you start worshipping him, that is the worship of demon. Actually, many of us, not here, definitely not we, many others, they do. No? Have you seen? They worship film actors. They worship cricketers, players, or they worship politicians. When I was small, I used to hear that there is a temple in Tamil Nadu of Kushpu. They used to do milk abhishekam to her and worship. There's a temple for Tendulkar. There's a temple for Amitabh Bachchan. There's a temple for Dhoni, I think. Many things like this. And many, especially I have seen this in Tamil Nadu and Andhra, everywhere. Even the politicians, they have big statues and they start worshipping him. And in the house, they have a big photo of a politician. They say, he is my life. He is all in all because he has given this house to me. In this way, they start worshipping demons. This is ignorance. No. Then a person who is in the mode of ignorance, worship ghosts and spirits. They go in night 12 o'clock. They go to the graveyard and start worshipping. Have you seen all this? The Shuddra Puja, black magic, many things we say. This is all in ignorance. Go to and worship some spirit. This way they do. Actually, this is all very dangerous, you know. Anything, but it is all true. Don't think it's a lie. Black magic, all those things, it's true. So you can go and worship them. Actually, that person who's worshipping, who's doing that puja, he takes holds of all the spirits. Then he utilizes according based on his prayers or something. For example, you go pay him something for this black magic, he will send a spirit to attack the person whom you have said. And if that person is more stronger in consciousness, for example, is in Krishna consciousness, when the spirit is not able to force him to do something or anything like that, it comes back to you. You're paid for doing certain things, and if it is not able to do there, it comes back to us. The same thing is been done. Spirit is very clear. As the order has been given, it has to fulfill. Otherwise, it has been binding something that have, I don't know, complete this thing. If he is not able to do for that person, it will come return to us. We should be all very careful in doing this. I don't know, many will not do, but some are there. It is very easy process. Something black magic can do and win in the life, something they think like that. We'll go to the food section. Most important thing, what you put inside comes out the same. Let it be our attitude, let it be our character, let it be our mode, whatever. So there are three gunas of food. You can see here, there are fruits, milk, and Rajoguna and Tamoguna, all kinds of items are here. And I want to give this in verses. Krishna very crystal clearly explains. Just see here. Foods dear to those in the mode of goodness increase the duration of life. Who eats Sattuguna food, his lifespan will be more. In those days, they used to live for 100 years and 120 years. Were they not non-vegetarians? No, definitely not. Yes, some people were there, very rare. Even they used to do their, what they call, Grama Devata Puja, or some yearly once, some festival they had used to do this. Other than that, no. And their lifespan was nearly 100 years. So purify one's existence and gives strength, health, happiness, and satisfaction. Just by consuming these Sattuguna items, you get strength. And nowadays, this is what I can say, demonic era. This is only demons live. Even the doctors are demons, media is a demon, everything are demons. They just promote demonic activities. You go to a doctor. Doctor, I'm very weak, doctor. Oh, is it? Every day you eat egg. Every day you eat fish. You eat meat. You will become strong. Is it not foolish? Elephant, how much meat it is eating? It eats only grass. It eats only plants. How strong is it? You find any animal stronger than the elephant? Strength comes by vegetarian, not by meat eating. Clear? And health, definitely you all know, healthy. Then happiness. And for example, you think, oh, you should be very sharp and active. Take the example of a monkey. Any animal more, the mind is compared to monkey. That means it will not sit in one place, so active, jumping from one branch to the other. What is it eating? It's a pure vegetarian. You eat vegetarian, you will be strong, you will be healthy, you will be happy, and you'll be very active, and finally you'll be very satisfied. And no disease also, you'll be disease-free. Okay, such foods are juicy, fatty, wholesome. And Krishna is saying how this food will be. It will be juicy. Juicy in the sense it will be fresh. Nowadays, what we do? In those days, when I used to go to my village somewhere, nothing was there in the house. As soon as we go, now no intimation. Nowadays, somebody should say and come to house. In those days, no intimation also. Directly we'll go there. And they used to do this ragi ball. And behind the house, they go, they'll pluck some leaves, greeny leaves, and just have their stone, what they say there for that, I don't know. So they do little bit of tamarind and salt and chili, that's it. It was so tasty, fresh and so tasty. Nowadays, we bring everything, keep in the fridge. Weeks together, it will be in the fridge. Then later, but take that, cut and do that. And we think that is fresh. Because anything keeps in fridge, it becomes fresh, we think. It's already dead. As soon as you take out of the fridge and keep for 1 hour, you see that it's getting spoiled completely. That means it's already dead. It has been colored as I am in life. That is it. Is fridge. So it should be juicy. That means it should be fresh vegetables and fatty. What is fatty? Actually, you should use oil. Oil is good for us, Now they promote that oil is not good. No, oil is good. But it should be a pure oil. It should be fatty. That is in the sense, it should be sticky and it should be smelling. What they do? They take out everything and they give the refined oil to you. The poison they give to you. Actually, oil means it should be pure with sticky and it should be smell. What happens? It develops fat in our body. By that, what happens? For example, somewhere you are thrown into a desert somewhere, desert or forest. For 1 month, you don't have any food. Body converts the fat into the food part and gives the strength to us. You will be alive for 1 month. But when you take refined oil, what happens? It brings cholesterol that is within the nerve. It blocks, and now you are getting heart attacks, everything. This is because of refined oil. We are so ignorant. We don't know anything about this. We start seeing whatever the media is saying or doctors are saying. There's a big network, to make us all demons and kill us. And we are ignorant of it. And we say, doctor will protect us. We'll go to the hospital. And he's the first person who will kill us. And so, for anything you go to the hospital, you'll say, surgery has to be done. Surgery for what? In this way, each and everything, it's only a business. Okay. And wholesome and pleasing to the heart. As I said, it's pleasing to the heart. It is not heart attack by cholesterol. It will be healthy. And this heart also will be so pleasingly beating you. Now, whereas it is struggling, it is crying every day because we eat these unwanted things. If you give the Satoguna food, even heart, very happily it will be, and it will make you to live for a longer period. For hundreds of years, you can, at least for 100 years. Nowadays, 60, 70 means, oh, great person is still 70, we say. Okay, then what about Rajoguna? Foods that are too bitter, too sour, salty, hot, pungent, dry, and burning are dear to those in the mode of passion. In the passion, they eat bitter things, very hot things. And last time also I was saying about drinking coffee, very hot, it will be burning. They eat that, drink that. And very hot, with chili also they eat. It starts burning mouth. From top to bottom, it starts burning then. This is what is passionate people do. Such foods cause distress, misery, and disease. You get diseased by this. And by misery, while eating itself is a misery, isn't it? Then distress. See how ignorant are we? Or we face all these problems, but still we take that Rajoguna. And what to speak of Tamoguna food, I hope you all understood. Food prepared more than 3 hours before being eaten. Nowadays, how many times are we cooking? In those days, 3 times food means 3 times they used to cook. Now, only cooking in the morning. The same thing for afternoon, the same thing for the night also. Sometimes if it remains, the next day also the same. So food that is tasteless, decomposed, and food consisting of remnants. So here, and many things it is said in very clearly, Krishna says, before 3 hours, and it should be hot. As soon as you prepare, offer to the Lord and comes to the dining table or comes to the plate, and you have to just finish it up. That's it. Once again, you want to eat in the afternoon or evening, you have to prepare for it. And many times when I say it should be hot, very devotees are very intelligent. No? Prabhupada said hot. So as soon as morning, if I cook, afternoon I'll reheat. Evening I'll reheat. Next day also I'll reheat. Prabhupada said to be hot. So hot I'll eat. That is not hot. It should be freshly prepared. And it becomes Satoguna. Otherwise, if it is after 3 hours, it is Moguna. Then, which is tasteless, decomposed. That means eating yesterday's food, day for yesterday's food, which is already in a decomposing state, eating that, and which is without any taste. Such kind of things are on. And many times we think that flesh is taste. No? You come to Satoguna and you see, just imagine eating something unprepared flesh, how it is. I cannot even think. So many eat that. So food consisting of remnants. This is another thing, remnants. Last time also I was saying about untouchable, but still, once again I'll say, it is only a knowledge. I'm not, what I can say, insulting someone or something. It's up to them to take up anything. But it is only a knowledge to be understood. Dead body is always a dead body. It should be in graveyard. Our stomachs are not graveyards. We shouldn't dump dead bodies into our stomachs. We should understand that. Okay, still we cannot give up. Okay, we are so ignorant. What to do? Nobody can change us. It's only me. I can change myself. By knowledge, definitely I'll be able to change myself. Okay, and consider remnants. Once again, remnants, you see in this in friendship. We are all so close friends, in one plate we eat. You are all not so close friends. You are all tamogunis. So only you eat in one plate. One plate, this friend will be eating, and that friend also will be eating all the things. Juta remnant things. This is all of tamogun. And some person, the same glass, both will be drinking. And actually, karma is very strong. In those days, you should see husband when he eats after marriage in the same day, after this murta, both are kept in a plate. After husband eating, wife should eat in the same plate. Why is this system? Because they both karmas will match them. Karma of husband and wife will match so that they'll be able to be happy in their whole life. Because both of this karma will be somewhere equal. Not that one is superior and one is lower, so that will not happen, not like that. So nowadays, everyone eating this thing, what happens? Which karma, where it goes, what happens, nobody knows. That is the way it is happening. Okay, and untouchable things is dear to those in the mode of darkness or in ignorance. These untouchable things and this kind of remnants are all. It is very pleasing to tamogunis. Definitely for us also it pleases because we are in tamog. At least now you can understand, oh, this is not right. See, committing mistake, everyone are ignorant, they commit mistake. But even after knowing knowledge, even after getting all the knowledge, if I commit mistake, definitely I am a fool. I should be foolish, isn't it? If I'm not a fool, definitely I'll transform myself, I change myself. Yes. Now this is, in short, it is given goodness, passion, ignorance. It's the same thing. What kind of a food is for goodness and passion, what is it, and for ignorance. Then the best food, which is the best food? Shuddha Sattva. The Sattva Guna item which is there, you prepare that and offer to the Lord, it becomes Shuddha Sattva. It is transcendental, divine. You can see this plate. And I request everyone, one meal a day to the Lord as is shown in this picture. Puris, chapatis, some paneer sabji and some vegetable kurma, rice, rasam, and carrot alwa. Can you see this? This is how we prepare to the Lord. It's a great feast, and every day we offer to the Lord. Is pleased, and we seeing the plate itself, we are pleased. And we eat it happily, we lead a life. See, when you're in Krishna consciousness, it is only bliss. Not only Lord is happy, we will be happy along with him. So, just it is my request. Beyond that, it's up to you. So every day, if whatever you eat, also fine. Even if you're eating something tamoguna items, at least one plate for a day, one meal, breakfast. It can be breakfast, it can be lunch, it can be dinner. It's up to you. Something you can prepare a sattva-guna item like this, putting tulsi on it, then offer to the Lord. And the plate, the cup, the spoon, glass, everything is, this plate belongs only to the Lord. I cannot take that. So you have to clean that and keep this big process in you. You all know that. I've said about chanting mantra and everything, how cleanliness it has to be maintained. So you can do. Okay. Then sacrifice. So you can see in three modes how the sacrifice happens here. Vidihinam ashrushtanam mantrahinam madakshinam shraddha virahitam yajnam tamasam parichakshate. Any sacrifice performed without regard for the directions of scriptures, without distribution of prasadam, spiritual food, without chanting of Vedic mantras and remuneration to the priests, and without faith is considered to be in the mode of ignorance. I request everyone to read the chapter because I cannot take all the item and give you something I'll say about Tamu one item and Tamuguna one, a portion of Satuguna, Rajuguna in that way. You are doing this sacrifice. You can see these three gunas, how they do. As per scriptures. A person who is following scriptures and doing definitely is in Satuguna. As a matter of duty. He is not expecting for any rewards. Just doing as a duty, as a grihastha. It is our duty to do sacrifice, It should and must do as a grihastha. Each and every one should do. But nowadays, what is sacrifice? Anyway, I'll come to the final thing. So sacrifice is a must and should. Then a passionate person for some material benefit for the sake of pride. Only for the sake of pride, to just show off. Have you seen these politicians and many others? They have very, very big homokunda and many things they do, but just for show, just to show that I am doing this, and for material benefits, for name and fame. Sometimes they do in houses also, so that at least by this they have to get some returns. In Tamoguna, it's conducted without direction of scriptures. So nothing is given in the scriptures. They don't even follow it. If somebody says, some books is saying, should I follow that? At last, I'll do in my own. And distribute of prashadam. They don't do prashadam. Actually, when you do a sacrifice, have you seen this Ramayana and all other things? They do a sacrifice, the whole kingdom is fed. Everyone are fed, even a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, even the dogs, even the ants, even everything should be fed. Everything should be pleased for nearly a radius of 10 kilometers something. Then only the sacrifice becomes complete. So nowadays it's very difficult. We cannot do any sacrifice. A Tamoguna person, he will not even offer anything. He will do anything. I have done a sacrifice. Chanting Vedic hymns, not proper Vedic hymns have been chanted, and they don't even give any remuneration to the priest. Priest also is very scared. Whatever they say, he'll do. Finish up in 1 hour. That's what we do many times. How many hours you are going to do? Array, don't have other work. Half an hour, 1 hour, you have to finish up. You will say, okay, some mantras, you will say, you will finish up, he needs some money. So he'll take it, go. That is it. These also demon, this person also is demon. Everyone's in, it's a network of demons we are living. We think this is right. Oh, this is better than that. That is better than this. That is how is our conclusion, because we also don't know Bhagavad Gita. We don't follow this, no? So in ignorance, what we think, oh, this is better than that. In that way, we lead our life. And most important thing is faith. You don't have faith on Guru. You don't have faith on scriptures. Nowhere, no faith on anyone. Whatever he does, he thinks that is perfect. This is. And what is Shuddha Sattva? Chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the best sacrifice. Yajna, Krishna says, Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi. Among all the yajnas, the best is Japa Yajna. And especially for this Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Sankirtana Yajna, a person who is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that means he is sacrificing every day. He's doing a great Agnihotra every day by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is Shuddha Sattva. Okay, and conduct in 3 modes. Goodness, respect or worship as a duty. You worship someone or respect someone. Why? Only for name and fame. This person has a duty he does. Who? Goodness person. And what about passion? Respect for selfish motive. Sometimes you say good morning. Why you say good morning? So that he has to say you. And desire for self-glorification. Many times I have seen in devotees community also. In ISKCON, many will say, many Matajis they are saying, they'll say Hare Krishna. Somebody is talking to someone or some service is doing. He is busy in his work. You say Hare Krishna. Hare, that is your prime duty to say Hare Krishna and leave that place. No, they'll wait for the other person to say. If he has not heard properly, they'll go near Hare Krishna Prabhu. Then Hare Krishna Mataji. Then they're happy and they'll go. So they don't have any attitude of respecting others. So they need their respect from others. So they say Hare Krishna, they say good morning, something like that. That is passionate. In ignorance, self-torture to get power, to destroy others. Self-torturing. Have you seen this Satyagraha? Somebody will be doing this strikes and this thing. For 3 days I will not eat. 3 days I will not drink anything. Till my work is done. Whatever I order, the government has to go wait. Otherwise, I'll be fasting on the road. I'll be blocking the roads. I'll be doing many things. And even let everyone suffer for this. The whole city is suffering, not a problem. But I'll be fasting. I'll be doing this kind of dharani, something like that. So destroy others. Because my sense gratification to be fulfilled. My needs to be fulfilled. This is ignorance. Torturing others. For that, he tortures himself also. He fasts for 3 days. He stays without drinking, eating, everything. This way. And the demons do this. You know this Ravana? Great demon. Should see his, what I can say, actions or his thing. Ramayana, I should see so many things he has done. You know Shankara Bharana? A song by name Shankara Bharana. Who composed it? It was Ravana who composed it. So he prays to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva has not come. Before that, he is having a big homokunda. He is just doing. Finally, he has 10 heads. He's cutting one after the other head and is dropping into the fire. Even then, Lord Shiva did not come. Last time I came, you took my wife. Why will I come? He is not coming now. So this time what happens? He becomes, what is this? Lord Shiva is not coming. So compassionate, but he's not coming. He just tears his stomach, takes the intestine from the stomach, and he starts composing Shankaravana. And Lord Shiva says, what a fool is this? He'll kill himself. So then he'll come and he'll give the food. In that way, these demons, they torture themselves. And once this Ravana, after getting the power, what he did? He started lifting the Kailas also. Now see what I'll do for Shiva. I'll take the Kailas and go. He took the Kailasa. But Lord Shiva, he took his toe, just stamped on the Kailasa, and his hands were stuck under this Kailasa. Ravana's hands. In this way, great demons, they come to you, take some benefit from us. Once you give the benefit, they'll show the real colors. So that is the demonic natures of people. So who are in ignorance, they do such things. Their duty, prime duty is to harm others. That is it. Everyone, the whole world should be crying. Those will be so happy. The whole world is crying. They wanted to make everyone to cry. That is their prime duty. So for that sake, anything they'll do. I don't know whether you're all experienced, but I have experienced such people, many of them in my family, relatives, or my neighbor, because every day I've seen so many of them. No? Many I have seen. Even in devotional line also, there are many coming newcomers, what they are. So their attitude and mode never goes away. So they also want to torture someone other, complaint every day. Prabhu, this Mataji is doing that Prabhuji is doing this, all these things. I say, let them do anything. You least bothered, you become a devotee. How could I be, Prabhu, seeing them? Why could I be a devotee? They say. In this way, actually, we should know how should I progress in my life, not seeing others' life and spoiling mine. Speech in three modes: goodness, truth, pleasing, beneficial. It should be truth. Once again, you should understand what is truth. Truth means pleasing and beneficial. It should be pleasing to them. That is truth. Clear? Then passion. Manipulate, gossip as per their selfish needs. Have you seen this manipulation? You hear something from someone. This person is, for example, that person says, hey, that person is so good. He came on that day. And everything he'll hear. And when he goes and says to them, oh, that person was glorifying, He said, on that day you came. But he was saying that you came very late. So that whole program was disturbed because he did not say, but he'll manipulate that and something. So that person should become angry on this person. This is a person who manipulates, he gossips, and see in this. I'll say in Kannada more better, but in English I'm not finding the words. The villages have issued in this stage, the banyan tree and neem tree. That is said as Ashwath Katte, they say. So what the people, those days it is for Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavata, they sit on that and they give the classes. For that they are built. Now what they do? They don't have any other word. It's a gossip place. They sit there. This woman is going to whose house she's going, where she's going, watch, or this person, where he's going. This is the gossips they keep on doing. And a person is in ignorance, lying, agitating, and harming. Always a lie. He says that I am always truthful, but that truth is harming everyone. That means it's a complete lie. Some persons you should see. That person is coming means a person who is going in front of him. He'll just take a deviation. He'll go to the other way. Hey, I cannot give. I cannot. If he see me enough, if I say at least good morning, for that he'll say many other things. So I cannot tolerate with him. So I'll go away from him. So whatever one word, if you speak also, it's only harming others. Such kind of people are in ignorance. Speech. Have you seen all this? I hope you all have experienced this in our family life, friendship, colleagues, officers, everywhere. All our three gunas, everywhere you can find this. Then conduct, to the respect, mind, three modes. Goodness, satisfied, content. Passion, dissatisfied, anxious. Ignorance, bewildered, illusion. You can see this picture. When your mind and heart is filled with Krishna, nothing can affect us. But see, this lady is shouting, but she's responding for it. The second time she's shouting. The third time when she's shouting, when Krishna is within, nothing can impact us. If somebody is chastising and doing anything for us, we are least bothered because I am not this body, I am soul. This foolish person, somebody is just saying some blame or blaspheming my body. A foolish person, let him do. Many quarrels in the house, once a person becomes Krishna conscious, everything is solved. See, but if your mind is filled with Srila Prabhupada's books, chanting Mahamantra and thinking of Krishna, then that noise won't get into it. You'll be free from all miseries. Okay. And the most important thing is charity. Charity each and every grihastha should and must do to purify us. Now, let us come from this tamoguna. Impure place, improper time, unworthy person. Gives to an unworthy person, to an impure person, charity. A drunkard goes to a bar. Oh, my dear friend, you don't have money? I will give you one bottle to you as a charity. This is tamoguna. He is also dying. He is making others also to die. This kind of charity. The place is also not right. The person is not right. And time also it will be night. Nothing is right there. Isn't it? Okay, now let us come to passion. Expect returns. When I give something, I may expect results. For example, you see in temples, some will give sponsored fans, tube lights, and certain things. So once a small pastime, let's say with this. Once what happened, there's a great pravachan was going on. Hundreds had gathered. And it was a summer time and it was very hot. So this class was going on and there was a fan. It was very hot. Everyone was sweating. One person went in on the fan. Next to that, there was a person standing. After a while, he just off. And it became very hot. Once again, everyone was sitting. And the persons are the management person. So once again, it has been off. Okay, he went once again and on. The person was standing next to him. After a while, just off. Then he was, so once again, the fan is off. He became angry on that. Hey, fool, what are you doing? Always you are offing the fan. Why is this? He said, I have sponsored this fan. Okay, Baba, very good. Thank you so much because you have given sponsored fan. So, but everyone is sweating. You should on that, no? Why you're offing it? He says, on the blades of the fan, all my family names are there. If I on the fan, nobody is able to see. They have to sweat. But in the hot, they'll say, oh, there's a fan. Then they'll read my name. Oh, this person has sponsored, they'll say. So I have sponsored for this. So they don't have anything. They need something in returns. For that sake, they give something. And they come to temple also, many of them, these politicians, and I'll give some charity. Yes. Where will you put my board, my name? There should be a big, he says how also it should be. It should be a beautiful granite and name should be like, and it should be very respectful. He'll give some, what I can say, names. In that way, you have to put on the big granite board. Then I'll pay you so much of money. Only returns. And this, I said about the fan, even tube light also, no? Many times. The tube light you on, there won't be any light at all. Why? You'll give a tube light, on that whole family name will be written in painting. So nothing light comes out. In that way of charity. This is all passion. Okay. So we should understand something it is said, no? When you give right hand, the left hand, you don't know what have you given. That is charity. Now let us come for goodness. Out of duty. It is every grihastha's duty to give charity. Then no expectation anything, no name, no fame, nothing. It should only serve the purpose and proper time and place and worthy person. And that day I was saying, I'll say something about charity today. I'm saying, please don't give to temples. Don't drop your offerings to the hundis. First thing you should understand for what purpose it is being done. All demons are ruling these temples. All the money which is you are giving for the Lord's service is being taken for the utilization of non-devotional services. It has been given to the adharmas. It has been distributed among adharmas and it is used against our tradition, our culture. It is used to spoil us. One example is sufficient, like Tirupati. Lakhs and crores of wealth has been actioned and it has been sold. It is used for the state purpose. And demons who are sitting and drinking and eating meat and such kind of demons are utilizing it. Don't be foolish that if I drop in only, everything is been sold. Scriptures don't say that. For example, don't give even to beggars. Nowadays, even beggars are cheating. They don't need any money. You go for a beggar and give something food. He says, no, I need a cash. Why? It's not needed for him. He takes the cash, he goes and drinks, he smokes, he eats non-veg. So all the results come to us. One portion of 6 comes to us. So we should be very careful. Then to whom to give charity? Because it's a duty, I have to do it. I have to purify myself. Give to someone, a Brahmana, duty of devotee. If I'm not able to do, give to a devotee. For example, you give it to, and you see in temple boards, drop your offerings only in undi, don't give anywhere. Because we are demons, we have to utilize everything. Give to a Brahmana, what he does. For example, if you give more something, he'll offer one more item to the Lord. For example, every day he offers something. If he is having more money, he offers additionally something more. And if the Lord is pleased, that means my charity, what I have given, some portion of that results comes to me. A Brahmana family will be happy with it. Give to a Brahmana, wherever you go to a temple, some in the hundi, not the other hundi, you put in the plate, let that Brahmana have. Should be very careful. And while doing business also, you should be very careful. Purchasing groceries, purchasing this fruits, vegetables, everything. You're offering to the Lord, you should purchase from a dharmic person. At least see a person who's having some tilak on his face, some kumkum, vibhuti, something on his face. Then you purchase from him. Don't purchase from demons. Whatever you purchase from him, if he earns even 1 rupee out of it, whatever for the purpose he has utilized, the results comes to us. So we should be very careful. Not whimsically you do anything, everything is good. No. So you should do sattva guna. And what is Shuddha Sattva? I'll come later here. Datavyam iti yaddanam diyate no karine deshe kale cha patre cha tadhanam satvikam shmatam. Charity given out of duty without expectation of return at the proper time and place and to the worthy person is considered to be in the mode of goodness. This is Shuddha Sattva, best charity for Krishna conscious endeavors. This is Shuddha Sattva, doing something for Krishna consciousness. And I say, don't believe anyone. I don't know how many can believe. And many will say, oh, this is all saying because you have to give something for ISKCON. Yes, definitely, why not? And because somebody is promoting Krishna consciousness, you can give. But why can't you do that? Why do you want to depend on others? Even ISKCON also, who knows? See, ISKCON is a society. And a whole family, we have 5 in our family. Nobody is in one mood. You can say the family of Ravana also. My hand don't have equal fingers. It is different. And it's international society, worldwide society. How could you expect everyone to be good? Now, whoever is joining ISKCON, whoever is chanting Hare Krishna, you're all ISKCON. That doesn't mean everyone are good here. Isn't it? So you come, we enter ISKCON also, you should find all the people. You'll find good and bad, everything. So do to yourself. Purchase Srila Prabhupada's books. See, whatever you earn in a month. For example, your salary is 100 rupees. And Rupa Goswami has given 50 rupees. It has to be spent in this way. But we cannot do at least 10 rupees. 10% of our income should be spent in promotion of Krishna consciousness. Purchase Srila Prabhupada's books. Start distributing. Weekly, monthly or something. Distribute. Bhagavad Gita, you distribute. Okay, fine. If Mataji's, you wanted to cook. Cook. In your house, there are 2 members or 4 members. Cook for 10 members. Lovingly offer to the Lord. Take the prasadam, distribute to your neighbors. Distribute, go to a temple and distribute to others. You're giving Krishna to others. You're purifying the whole society by giving prasadam to everyone. You're not able to do all certain things. Then finally, you can give someone, a person who's doing this, who's promoting. For example, who's doing such kind of promotion, who's doing Bhagavad Gita classes or something like this. Help them, engage in that service. Something can do in that way. Or, see, it's up to you, your desire, however you want to serve. The most important thing, personally doing, if you're not possible to do, then you can choose a person who is doing it and you can help him with that. And it should be a teamwork also. Something like that. But charity is a must. And it should be Shuddha Sattva. It will not bind us. It will liberate us from this material world. Okay, enjoyer of everything. It is Krishna who is the enjoyer of everything. Ashraddhaya hutam dattam tapas taptam kurtam chayat asat ityuchyate partha nachatat ityano iha. Anything done as sacrifice, charity, or penance without faith in the Supreme, O son of Pritha, is impermanent. It is called asat and is useless both in this life and the next. Without having faith on Bhagavad Gita and without knowing Krishna, if we do anything thinking that this is good, that is good, everything is a waste, not only in this life, even in the next life. Krishna is very clear. This is Srimad Bhagavatam says, I am always engaged. This is Lord Shiva saying to Parvati, I am always engaged in offering obeisances to Lord Vasudeva in pure Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is always pure consciousness in which the Supreme Personality of Godhead known as Vasudeva is revealed without any covering. Krishna reveals as soon as you engage in Shuddha Sattva. This is called Shuddha Sattva. You can see here. Shuddha Sattva is what? Mam chayo bicharena bhakti yogena sevati sagunan samatitaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. When we engages in full devotional service, it's Shuddha Sattva. Unfailing in all circumstances. Haituki apratiyata, it is said. Not giving reasons. Today it was very cold. Today I was having stomach pain, headache. There's many things. No reasonings. That's what Krishna is saying. He knows very well about us, no? He's saying no reasoning. You have to do every day, constantly, and failing in all circumstances. And so it is so pure. Even you cannot give excuse if somebody has a death in their house also. If somebody has died, he says, no problem, you chant. Even somebody is dead, you chant. No, there is a birth, one birth. No, chant. No, I am unclean. You chant. You are unclean, you chant. You are in Sutaka, you chant. You do anything. I am admitted in hospital. Okay, have beads and chant in hospital also. ICU also you chant. Whatever situation circumstances, you chant. You purify. There is no restriction. 365 days, 24/7. That is unflinching devotional service to the Lord. Okay. At once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. When he is in such way engaging himself in devotional service, at once he comes to Brahma Bhuta Prasanna, Brahman level. Okay. What is Shuddha Sat? Krishna says very clearly here. As soon as one is fully Krishna conscious, it is to be understood that one is in his pure original constitutional position. In his constitutional position then this state of existence is called Shuddha Sattva, which means that it is transcendental to the material qualities. Is beyond this. That's why Lord also is sometimes known as Nirguna, is beyond that, is Shuddha Sattva. Many fools claim that, oh, Lord is Nirguna. That means he's not having any guna. So he is without any form. No, Nirguna means he's having everything Shuddha Sattva, which is beyond this material. Yeah. Yes. So today also many things we learned. So one is the faith in three modes. If you don't follow the scriptures, then whatever guna you have, your life goes. If you are a Tamoguni, your progresses will be in that way only. You every day going to the pub, bar, everything, and your associates will be that you associate with them and you just progress in the same way. Once you have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, you start knowing what is life. Then even if you are sitting in bar, you think, no, this is not life, because in the Bhagavad Gita class I have heard, I have to come out of it. You just try to come out of it, whichever guna you are. Tamoguna, Rajoguna, Satoguna, you try to come out of it and make your life to Shuddha Sattva. Clear? Then austerities is in three modes, how this all our activities in taking the food or faith or sacrifice, conduct, speech, mind, everything. In charity, the most important thing, charity. Each and every one should and must do. This is the thing which purifies us. As the prasadam is purified, you cook the whole food, but you just offer one cup of to the Lord and finally you mix that with all. So everything is purified. The same way, whatever you are earning, 100 rupees or whatever you're earning, 10% of it when you spend in this service, Lord's service, all the other 90 rupees is being purified. That will not bind you, but you should. Okay, then see, my duty is only to give knowledge. Beyond that, it's up to you. Krishna has given the free will. Whoever wants to choose whatever they can choose. Okay? Then enjoyer of everything is Krishna. That becomes Shuddha Sattva. And what is for tomorrow? Tomorrow is something special for you. So many days, just we were showing our gratitude and thanks, but tomorrow we'll be seeing something about Srila Prabhupada's biography. How he has spent his life to protect all of this. Just to save us from this hell, he has sacrificed his life. Tomorrow we'll see that. Okay. Request everyone to this. Then today there's this link. So I request everyone to participate in. And one more thing. Okay, I'll say later, but okay, now let us chant once Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Nama, Eva Kevalam Kalau Nasteva, Gatir, Anyatha. Spiritual progress in this age of Kali. There is no alternative. Hare Nama, Eva Kevalam, only. It's only Hari Nama. That is Krishna's names. Kalau means Kali Yuga. Nasteva, Gatir, Anyatha. There is no alternative. No other way other than chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra like this Kali Yuga. This is said in Chaitanya. Okay. This is our Lakshmi Narasimhadev, Gandharvika Giridhari, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is ISKCON HPR. So, if anyone is having any questions, raise your hands. Meanwhile, we'll see some announcements from Chandrasekhar. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So let me share the screen for report. You are able to see my screen problem?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, so yesterday around 65 devotees attended to the session, Prabhu, and 38 did participate in quiz, and chanting was done by 24 devotees. Naivedya was performed by 19 devotees. And next level, there are around 37 devotees who are willing to be part of next level sessions.
Okay.
And there is one question, Fauzi.
Yes.
Suman Mataji is asking, Prabhuji, what is the significance of homas and havanas in today's life? Is the result of it derived in this janma or carried on to the next?
Yep, something I said today about homa and havana, but in this Kali Yuga, never applies. Actually, there is Yuga Dharma. 4 yugas are there. Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. In Satya Yuga, people used to live for 1,000 years. 1 lakh years. Their lifespan was 1 lakh. So they used to meditate. You can see Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, all those people are. Hiranyakashipu, for the first time, he meditated 50,000 years. Then Brahma appeared. That means half of his life. 50,000 years he was meditating. Dhyana, we don't know. It's meant for Satyuga, not for other yugas. Clear? That was Yuga Dharma in Satyuga. Then Treta Yuga, it is Homa. It is said as Yajna. So Yajna, they used to do for years, many thousands of years, 1,000, 2,000 years, something like this. And the lifespan, just take out 0 from it. That's it. 10,000 years they used to do. And he used to do Yajna. And Yajna, he should be qualified. There's a system in Vedas also how to do this. There should be 4 Purohitas. That is Hotra, Uta, Brahmana. Many things are there. 4 kinds of people. They sit. And it is all the 4 Vedas. The mantras has to be chanted. Yajurveda, Samaveda. What is Samaveda? If you see the meter of chanting the mantras, so it should be very perfect. If you change even a single word, the result will change. And this is in Treta Yuga. So never, we can do that. It is never apply for Kali Yuga. And Dwapara Yuga is Vigrahara. Huge temples has to be constructed. And there is Garbhagudi. Garbhagudi, have you seen sometimes, I've seen some WhatsApp messages. They'll be saying that, oh, Ujjain, Shivalinga is the center point of the universe. This is in this place. This is in this place. Yes. It has to be in that way. It has to be perfectly matched with the degrees of rays that comes from the spiritual, and it has to be in that way. When you go enter that Garbhagudi and be there, the energy, positive energy enters us. This is how the temples are constructed. And there you go and worship. That is Vigraharadhana. To do this, there should be a Brahmana. Not that you will construct a temple, everything becomes a temple. Yes, it's a favorable place for devotional service. That is it. It actually authorized thing is old temples, which is constructed based on the Vedic rules and regulations. For that, we need a great scholar or the Brahmana who's well versed with the Vedas. And we cannot. That is in Dwapar Yuga. Then what about Kali Yuga? Kali Yuga, it's only chanting the holy name. Now I'll say it. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Vekelam. Kalau Nasteva, 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 Gati Ranyata. There is no other way. It's only Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Yes, yajnas we can do for our satisfaction, that's it. But it never gives any results out of it in this Kali Yuga. Yes, because we are not doing such kind of a yajna. It is unauthorized, it is something, something for 1%, where will I get the result? Because it has to be done for many years and you need such kind of purohitas, the brahmanas, who can chant the mantras in such way. And one more thing, you shouldn't use any matchbox. It's a great process to your yajna, This is a peculiar, what I can say, wood. Some wood name, arka or something they say, I forgotten that. So get that wood, keep in the fire this thing. They do chant mantras. Agni Deva has been invited. He comes in, he lights the fire. Then that yajna becomes full. Not that we have a matchbox and burn and that it cannot be complete. Okay. So for Kali Yuga, it's only chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. There is no. Okay. Now let us take other questions.
Prabhuji, before that, shall we mention about reading part and whoever is interested?
Yes. Tomorrow is Prabhupada's session is there. So there'll be a PDF where you all have an opportunity to read. Around 50 to 20 devotees. I request you to turn on your videos and raise your hand so that you'll be given an opportunity to read. It's very simple things. Around 4 or 5 lines will be there. And one more thing, tomorrow I'm thinking to have a photo session also. So every batch we do a photo session where we'll take the photo of everyone and it will be kept as a memory of this batch devotees. So in that way, I request everyone to get ready. So decorate yourself well, turn on your video and sit in front of the camera. As you are, now you can see mine and Chandrasekhar Prabhu. Not that keeping your camera somewhere from the down to top or top to down, somewhere side pose. No pose is required. Only your face is sufficient for us. So keep something like this and you should be visible and see that light is in front of you, not behind you. When it's behind you, you'll be in darkness. The face visibility will be very low. So let the light be in front of you. In that way, try to arrange today itself, we can arrange. Tomorrow, this happens at the time of Mangala Charana. And tomorrow, Mangala Charana, full Mangala Charana I'll chant. So that it will take some more time. Have you seen Bhagavad Gita? In introduction, you have all the prayers. So complete prayers. Tomorrow I'll teach you also. So that, but because today we have made it short so that it consumes more time. But tomorrow I'll chant the whole Mangala Charana. And during that Mangala Charana, I request turn on your videos and just sit like this, folded hands. So your photo will be taken and it will be just preserved for our next conclusive session. This is just memory, the devotee who attended in this session. Okay. So don't forget, if somebody is missed out, you can just let them also. Okay. Anything else, Prabhu, Chandrasekhar Prabhu? That's it, no?
That's it, Prabhu.
Yes. Okay. Next.
And another thing, Prabhu, we may ask them to promote this Kannada batch also. We'll post the details.
So from Monday, the Kannada batch has been starting. So I request Chandrasekhar Prabhu, you can post in the group. So request everyone to share with your friends, relatives, colleagues, everyone. So see, nothing we can give better than Krishna. You give anything, it will not be equivalent to as giving as Krishna. You're just sharing this link. Somewhere fortunate. Don't think that whomever you share, everyone will join. It will not happen also. Someone who's fortunate enough. That means by this thing, he is fortunate. So his fortune comes to light. Then he joins and he will also engage in Krishna consciousness. Just do a small favor that share to all your contacts. Everyone will be having many WhatsApp groups, I think. Just share in that WhatsApp. Don't hesitate. What everyone, let the world think anything. That you be a devotee. So have the compassion on others and share in all the groups, whether it's office group, whether it's a apartment group or anything. You share in all the groups. Only some fortunate souls will attend it. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Prabhu. Surabhi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
So I'd like to know whether we are expected to do Maun Vrat during our everyday life. And if yes, then what is the right way of doing it?
Mataji, you know that from this 18 days, for this morning, 6 to 7, I'm doing Mauna. I'm observing Mauna Vrata every day, morning 6 to 7. You know that?
Yes, just like the story you said that the lady had to cross the river, and she said that the Guruji had fasted for that.
So what is Mauna Vrata? Mauna Vrata, see, for example, something I'm speaking about Krishna, it's equivalent to Mauna Vrata. Not equivalent, it's more than Mauna Vrata. Why do they say Mauna Vrata, you know? So that you commit less offenses and the sins will be reduced. That's it, nothing else. So rather speaking unwanted things, it is called as prajalpa. You commit more and more sin and you commit more and more offenses. So you get more and more sinful results. So it is said you have to do Mauna at least weekly, but something like that. But when you are in Krishna consciousness, that is every day you are in Mauna Vrata because you're not committing any sinful activities by your speech. So Mauna Vrata, it is not recommended especially for this Kali Yuga because our mind is very flickering. That is especially for Sattva Yuga. They were able to do this dhyana thing because their mind was not so flickering. They were able to sit or stand for thousands of years. We are not able to do that. So chanting is a Mauna Vrata. Yes.
And then what is the difference between yogis and Muni, Sadhu, Sant, Mahatmas, Rishi, Muni? These are all similar looking words being exchanged, used, but
It's all the same, Mataji. It's all the same. I'll call you as Surabhi. I'll call you as Surabhi Mataji, or else I'll call only you Mataji. Many things. Your children will call you Mummy. Some will say Mama. Some will say Madam. Some will say something. Isn't it? They call you a different name. It's all you are the same. The same thing. A person who is engaged in devotional service, they call him with a beard, the same as a sadhu. When is that? Something called 1 second. Hare Krishna Prabhu, I am in session. Yes, Prabhu. Anything?
In what time? Till what time?
I'll be there by 8 o'clock, Prabhuji. 8:15, I'll be there.
Introduce Prabhuji Mataji.
No, Prabhu, can you do that? If it's late,
Not there.
or not there. Prabhu. You ask someone, no? If somebody is there. Anyway, you send me also. If I'm there, I'll do it. Or else.
What I said in the group, that's all.
That's what you just send me. And let me check. Okay. If I'm there, I'll do it, Prabhu. Otherwise, someone else. Fine. Okay. Sorry, Mataji. In somewhere I was in the middle. What I was saying?
so you just said that everybody can use it differently.
Yes.
The names they can be
Muni, Rushi, whatever. If a person is with big beard and we say, oh, he's a Muni, he's a Rushi or something like that. If somebody like me, who will say Muni or Rushi or anything? They like, oh, he's a devotee, something devotee. In that way. But everyone from many levels, from the bottom to the top, all are engaging in the Lord's service. That's it. With some complete knowledge, some with incomplete knowledge, going to impersonal and doing something else. Agoris, this kind of thing. Many things. But everyone are somewhere. The transcendentalist wants to go to the Lord. So somewhere in their level, many levels, they just try to reach them. Okay.
I have a few more questions, but I believe you have another commitment to take up. But
Yes,
maybe
yes,
I
yes.
can do that tomorrow.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Geeta Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, ನಾವು
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆದ್ರಿ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಕೇಳಿ ಮಾತಾಜಿ.
ಹಲೋ.
ಎಸ್ ಮಾತಾಜಿ ಕೇಳಿ.
ನಾವು ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಸಾರಿ ಶ್ರೀಶೈಲ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಈ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೆಝಾನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೋದಾ?
ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಇಸ್ಕಾನ್ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಚೀಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಅದ್ರಿಂದ ತೊಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅಮೆಝಾನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಯೋರ್ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಈವನ್ ಇಸ್ಕಾನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಒಂದೊಂದು ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ರೇಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಬುಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾರಥಾನ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಆಗ್ಲೇ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಇದಾಗಿದೆ. ಒಂದೊಂದು ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು 250, ಒಂದು 300, 400, 500 ಎಲ್ಲಾ ತರದ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಇಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಟು ಪರ್ಸನ್. ಏನ್
ಅಲ್ಲ,
ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ.
ನಮ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಸ್ಕಾನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಅಮೆಝಾನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ.
ಎಸ್ ಅಮೆಝಾನ್ ಇಂದ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಯಾವ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಒಂದು ಲಿಂಕ್ ಗಳು ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ತರ್ಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮೊತ್ತದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವರಿಂದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ತರ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡು.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಸಿಗುತ್ತಾ? ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಯಾವ್ದು ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ.
Chandrasekhar Prabhu, can you share that? I have there's a link for that, no? Or else you can send to Raju Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, we can share that somehow.
You can share. ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ತರದ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಏರಿಯಾಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲನೋ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡು.
ಸರಿ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ.
Okay. Thank you. I have a little bit hurry. There's a Bhagavatam in our temple today, and specially every day it is there. Today, Prabhupada disciples they're coming. They're saying something about Grihastha, some secrets how to be a Grihastha devotee. How a husband and wife should engage in devotional service. Something, some knowledge. I have to introduce them, and so I'll be in a hurry to leave. So I thank all the devotees, each and every devotee who have participated in today's session. So let us chant once Hare Krishna Mahamantra and wind up. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Thank you to all. So I'll give the option to unmute. Please say once Hare Krishna and leave the session.
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Lavanya Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna
ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
Lavati Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Arun Kumari, Hare Krishna.
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
Geeta Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna
Ankita Mataji, Hare Krishna. Kiraj, Hare Krishna.
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Okay, thank you to all. Praveen Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Vinod Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Meera is Krishna. Sanjana Mataji, Hare Krishna. Shashivaraya Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Okay, Chandrasekhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna to all. Thank you for joining the session. Tomorrow we'll do the biography of Srila Prabhupada. And
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
be ready to read it and participate. Thank you.
And for the photo session also be ready.
Photo session, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do good makeup and
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Okay.
thank you. Hare Krishna.